In this video, I wrote a note to my son, and I will read it. Daniel, thank you, my son. 21 times a day. Thank you, my son. Thank you. Thank you for turning off the computer yesterday when I told you. Thanks for watching videos with me. Thanks for going to the park just about every day with me. Yes, I got angry at you a few minutes ago because you were on the iPod playing video games too long. We cannot waste our time, sir. You see, I've been homeless, son. I don't want you to be homeless. You need money skills. You need to know about Ohm's law and electricity and fixing things. Otherwise, you're going to end up homeless. All right. So, I was homeless at 23, 24, 23. Now I'm 40 and I'm still practically homeless, except for the mother and the spouse that feed me. I would not eat here. All right. I'm not able to fix anything just yet. The only thing I do, which is my personality and I, is encourage people and have fun. That's what I do. With you, I push you to do things so that you won't be so far behind other humans. In other countries, at least the children that don't have parents, they're learning to be pipe fitters, they're learning to be electricians and carpenters. They're learning quality skills. Shoemaking. We need those skills, son. Over here, the schools don't teach this. So that's why I think the schools are garbage. Yes, it's important to read and write and add and math and things like that. However, you need a money skill on top of that. Plumbing skills, electricity skills. All right, son. I wouldn't bother you so much if I had 10 kids that were in my keeping, because your sister is, if I take away her Kindle, the grandmother there threatens to throw me in the hospital jail again. So I have no control of her, of my daughter. She can watch whatever she wants on the internet, although I'm the dad, and that's because I have to live off of grandma. Grandma's the one who pays the bills here. And if I go against grandma, the spouse also goes against me. So I just cut her loose. I don't tell the daughter anything. Except, do you want to go to the park? She says no, that's all I'm allowed to tell her or ask her. With you, my son, since you listen to me, and since you know how they treat you differently. Don't jump, don't move, don't make noise. They hit. All right, grandma hits. So now you know what my childhood was like. It was horrible. That's why, in a way, I'm getting back at my mother. She didn't let me go become a mechanic. You're gonna hurt your hands, she said. So then I said, okay, now you take care of me until you drop dead. That's the way it is. I live with my mother. I mean, this house is technically in my name and in the spouse's name, but the Universal Declaration of Human Rights says that nobody is more equal. We're all equal humans, but the women here have lots of power in the United States. Oh, they wrote a paper, ex parte paper, saying that I saw things and hear things. Those were lies. I don't see and hear things. And so therefore they threw me in the hospital jail again. That was the second time. And that was just because I was homeschooling you. With the spouse's permission, your mother's. But then she changed her mind after grandma talked to her. All right. God, vengeance is the Lord's. That's the way it goes. All I can do is love my enemies, which is very difficult to do. So that's why I stay in this room by myself. The spouse this morning, I'm going to lock her out. She's not going to come in here tonight. There's no way. I don't want to hear any negative so early in the morning. Like, why are you up so early? I'm up so early because I'm up so early. I mean, early being 6 a.m. I think we both got up. That was you and me, my son. I know it's a Sunday morning, but oh well. And all I was doing was making some toast. I mean that's what we started arguing about. And then later she said not to use your pillow. Look, when you're here, you share the pillow with me. I mean, you throw it at me over here, and you come and sit down. And now that we have your mother sleeping here only because her dad is visiting, well, her dad is visiting, so she wants to sleep here now. And she doesn't want she doesn't want me to use your pillow. My goodness. I take more showers than most people because I don't have a job. I mean, I take a shower every time I go to the bathroom, all right? That's at least 3 a day. Yeah, it's hot outside, so it's about 3 times a day I take a shower. All right. Take care of yourself. Be better than I am. And really, thank you, sir, to my son, thank you, sir, for encouraging me. I mean, all we do is read books, but read books, spar, talk. The guy who lost his beach house. 1-minute parable for kids. Written by Marnie Wooding. All right. Thank you, sir, my son, for helping me during these difficult years that I'm having. The only reason I live here, son, there are options for me. The only reason I stay here is because of you, to protect you. If you lived with these 3 women by yourself, or your sister can sit on you, your grandma can belt you, and your mother pulls you by the hair or by the ears. That's why I'm here to protect you. As long as you're in this room, sure, I get angry with you sometimes. You're just going to be popping a video after another. I mean, video game. Don't waste your time. That's all you have. Don't waste your time. God is the king. Jesus is the prince. God is the king. And you are his champion. To whom much is given, much is expected. Much is expected. I'm the only one that pushes you to do things. The others, they watch one movie after another, after another, after another. I mean, goodness. That's why I love my father-in-law. This father-in-law here, I didn't meet my first father-in-law. He was in another country. My second father-in-law, I sort of did meet, even though I didn't get married with the girl, because I was technically married, so I couldn't get married. He was a quiet guy. He wouldn't talk at all. He just wouldn't talk. But then they explained to me that he wouldn't talk to anybody. He would barely talk to his spouse, who was such a happy person like myself. So that was the first mother-in-law I met. Wow, she was something else. A wonderful, wonderful lady. She was really the second mother-in-law, but I never met my first mother-in-law. She was in another country. Then they died, I think. And I was very callous because someone tells you my mother died, my father died. Well, since I didn't grow up with my dad, the first question I asked the guy that told me this, he was 18, I was 18, he was maybe 20, he was in college. He said, my father died. Oh, really? I said, did you know him? And he went, did I know him? Oh man, this guy just started crying and crying and crying right there. Oh, did I know him? I didn't know that he had been a good dad to this young man. All right. This one right now, he says he had 10 kids with maybe 8 women. I don't know. Maybe 7 women. I don't know. And he says that if he would live it over again, he would have all 10 kids with one woman because he didn't have his kids. This spouse, my second spouse here, I would call her my third, but son, your mother, this one, she never spent a Christmas with her dad. He was a working guy, and he was a working guy, and I'll just send money to the kids, pair of gym shoes and things like that in another country. So he went from one to the next, and all those kids suffered. I know, because my dad was the same way, without sending the cash. All right, be a better dad than I am. Take care of yourself. I hear some visitors are here, so they're finally going to come visit. Maybe they rent a room. I love this room, but it's tough being without cash. The spouse was nice to me yesterday. She bought me these things from the dollar store. They're hearing, so I could hear my things, my iPod at night, because she was sleeping here. Couldn't hear anything. Couldn't listen to my books. And then what happened next was grandma told me not to take her hearing things anymore, her headset. So I said, all right, but she was angry about it. All right, take care of yourself, be better than I am, son.